Congratulations for signing up for your full marathon. Now for some runners, this will cause some anxiety. What will help you figure out how to deal with fear and still crush your marathon goals? Now running a marathon is worth it. Don't expect perfection because perfect runs rarely happen. Instead, focusing on what you can control, like trusting your training and having faith in your abilities. Fear of pain. Just know as you're training for a marathon, your body will be going through different aches and pains because there is an adaptation period. So therefore, as you run, you'll be feeling different stress on your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons. So therefore, just know that you will be feeling those different aches and pains, so definitely want to get use of that. Now, this is why you do want to gradually increase your pace and mileage during those runs. And with that, you definitely want to listen to your body, because though you will be feeling different aches and pains during that run, especially initially, you do not want to be feeling sharp pain. So definitely pay attention to that, because you might need to stop that run. Fear of hitting the wall. Now, hitting the wall is possible, but not everyone experiences hitting the wall during their marathon. So hitting the wall will depend on different factors, like your mentally capability during those runs, or how you prepare for that run nutritionally. Now, most people will hit the wall between 15 to 21 miles, but of course it will be different for each individual. Hitting the wall just pretty much means that you are depleted of energy, so some runners might not know how they are going to go about finishing that race. Now, to overcome hitting the wall, you definitely want to keep up with your nutrition and maintain that mental focus. So we definitely have plenty of videos of how to stay motivated for those runs. So it might be beneficial to check out those videos. Fear of not finishing. Now, everyone that do enter the marathon do not always make it to the finish line, but that is most likely not going to be you. So I want you to focus on what you can control, like that training. So definitely make sure your training is well done, and how you can be successful on race day. And that's how you're gonna complete that race. Fear of coming in last. Now, there's a very small chance that you might be the person that come in last for that marathon, unless you are going to be that runner that is walking majority of that race, or if that is a small running event or small marathon. So what you could do is you could definitely make sure that you enroll in bigger marathon or running event. That way you could have a slower or smaller chance of coming in last. What you also could do is check that runner website. So most websites, so most races will have stats from previous races. So you definitely could check their website for that previous race and look at those runners and see what their time was. That way you can measure yourself and see where you will stand in competing that race against those other runners if you are afraid in coming in last. But overall, if you are that last runner, at least the biggest thing is you complete that race, and that all that matter. Fear of getting injured. Now, since you are in marathon training, you will be doing high mileage, so you do have a high potential of getting injured or feeling some type of pain during those runs. Therefore, listen to your body. And if you are feeling some pain, don't always push that run and push yourself through that pain. Know when to take a rest day and when to go out there and run. Because if you are pushing yourself through that pain, you can cause injury. But overall, during your marathon training, you will feel some type of pain. Just keep that in mind, like muscle fatigue. You have self-doubt. Now, training for a marathon will take 12 to 20 weeks, And in this time period, you'll be starting increasing your mileage and the volume of your runs. With this, you also will be adding different types of runs like tempo runs or speed runs and long runs. And definitely check our video on 5 types of runs for runners to get more insight or ideals of different runs that you can do for your marathon training. And with all these types of runs, you may be starting to feel overwhelmed with your training plans because now you are also running 3 to 5 times a week. And after you're training for your marathon, you are doing more workouts and more running. So this could be a overwhelming time for you. Now know that running a marathon would not be easy, but do remind yourself that you can do hard things. And congratulate yourself on taking on the challenge of running a marathon. And don't be afraid to ask other runners of their tips and tricks on what they have learned from their training and running their marathon. Now, another thing people may have fear of is the training is hard. So this is a time that you may want to start journaling and start doing a journey and writing down different things that you have learned or things that you are doing in your training. So therefore, looking on coming back in the future, that you could be able to look on the progress of your training plan to get you prepared for the runners. So you're gonna be writing down like, how was that long run? How do you feel? What do you feel while you did that long run? How do it feel? How did that pace feel? Different things like that that you could do for your journaling, and that can help you grow as a runner. And also just be patient with yourself because you are doing something very terrific. And believe in yourself because you will make it to that start line and finish your race strong. Now, 26.2 miles distance can be scary for some people. So definitely make sure you respect that distance and make sure that you are training properly for your 26.2 miles. Because not only when you want to train correctly, but it will help you feel confident when you show up to that start line. Running a marathon is an exciting way to challenge yourself. And remember to have fun. Once you accomplish your fear and show up to that race and run that race strong and then finish that race and get to that finish line with that medal in hand, there's no other feelings to feel but I did it. And definitely check our marathon playlist for other tips and tricks that you could use for your training and on race day. And we cannot wait to see you on that video. Until next time, bye-bye.